Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
Remember when Michael Jordan's name was synonymous with success, turning everything he touched into an instant sellout? Well, a new sensation is sweeping through the sports world, and she's just out of college. Caitlin Clark has signed a deal so groundbreaking that it's leaving seasoned WNBA veterans feeling the pressure.
She's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal.
But here's the truth. Clark isn't just selling merchandise, she's packing arenas. In this video, we'll dive into Caitlin Clark's groundbreaking deal, often compared to Michael Jordan's legacy, and explore why some WNBA stars are feeling the heat. Stay tuned, because by the end, we'll share Jordan's inspiring words and unveil a unique basketball stat shared only by him and Caitlin. Ready? Let's get started.
Where he's like Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, probably eventually Caitlin Clark, where it's like individual people make an entire country tune into their sport.
1,000%.
Like hockey was never bigger than when Wayne Gretzky was playing it, and it was ridiculous how much it grew the sport.
Tiger Woods.
Imagine a basketball so exclusive it sells out within minutes. Now, picture the athlete behind it. That's the reality of Caitlin Clark's groundbreaking partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods. This isn't just another endorsement deal, it's a game-changer sending ripples through the sports world. Wilson has made Clark the first female athlete to have her own signature basketball collection since Michael Jordan in the 1980s. Let that sink in for a moment. We're talking about a level of recognition and marketability that's traditionally been reserved for the greatest of all time, until now.
Making her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson.
What makes this deal truly remarkable is the instant impact Caitlin Clark's limited edition basketballs had when they hit the market. They sold out faster than you can say three-pointer. We're talking tens of thousands of units gone in under 40 minutes. This type of product frenzy is usually reserved for the latest tech gadgets or exclusive sneaker drops. So, what's so special about these basketballs? Each one is a work of art, designed to celebrate Clark's incredible college career. Picture this: white and gold basketballs with laser-engraved designs that capture her most iconic moments. There's the free-up ball, a nod to her sharp shooting skills, the record breaker, commemorating her history-making performances, and the crowd maestro, paying tribute to her ability to electrify an arena. Plus, she just released another collection in collaboration with 15 billion chain HIV.
Calling all Caitlin Clark fans, 2 new limited edition basketballs are now available at select Hy-Vee stores. The designs are part of the Inspire series that Clark is doing in partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods. The tribute ball pays homage to Clark's time within the Iowa women's basketball team, and the Dreamer ball is designed to encourage athletes to pursue their dreams. Both are available in sizes 3 and 6 at select Hy-Vee locations.
Wilson didn't just choose Caitlin Clark for her on-court skills. They saw a cultural icon in the making. As Amanda Lamb, Wilson's head of global brand, put it best, Caitlin Clark is not just a record-setting athlete, but a cultural icon who has had a profound impact on the game. Think about the significance here. Wilson has been the official game ball supplier for the NBA for years, and they took over the WNBA contract in 2020. Now, they're betting big on Clark to be the face of their brand in women's basketball. This move signals a major shift in the landscape of women's sports marketing, with Clark at the forefront. But here's the thing, the ripple effects of this deal go far beyond just one player. Clark's partnership with Wilson isn't just altering her career trajectory, it's reshaping expectations for what female athletes can achieve in the world of sports marketing. And as we'll soon see, this shift is causing quite a stir in the WNBA locker rooms.
And when you take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar, LeBron James, damn near 40 years old, and Steph Curry, there's not a single NBA player more popular today than Caitlin Clark.
They say numbers don't lie, but when it comes to Caitlin Clark, the numbers aren't just talking. They're shouting from the rooftops. How is one player tripling viewership? And what does it mean for the future of women's basketball? Let's break it down. Clark's impact on the WNBA isn't just big, it's record-shattering. We're talking about a star who's not just playing the game, but changing how people watch it. Picture this. Arenas packed to the rafters, TV ratings soaring, and a buzz around women's basketball that we haven't seen before.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. Two of them being Messi and Ronaldo.
So, what's the deal with Clark's games? They're averaging 1.18 million viewers. That's not just impressive, it's 3 times the usual WNBA audience. Think about that for a moment. One player is tripling the attention on the league. It's almost like she's got a magic remote control, cranking up the volume on women's basketball.
For Caitlin Clark, on a worldwide marketability list for athletes, to be ahead of both Messi and Ronaldo is quite impressive. I mean, she's ahead of Steph Curry. Steph Curry is behind her on the list.
For Caitlin Clark, being ahead of both Messi and Ronaldo on a worldwide marketability list for athletes is nothing short of remarkable. She's even ahead of Steph Curry. Yes, Steph Curry is behind her on the list. But it's not just about the numbers. Clark is attracting fans who've never tuned into a WNBA game before. How? By playing with a style and energy that's impossible to ignore. She's not just scoring points. She's creating highlight reels that people can't stop sharing. Don't just take my word for it. Listen to what the experts are saying. Mike Breen, the voice of the NBA, put it this way.
She's doing, rating-wise for the WNBA, what Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Steph Curry have been doing for the NBA.
That's not just praise. That's placing Clark in the company of basketball royalty. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Clark isn't just a basketball phenomenon. She's become a marketing powerhouse. Industry experts have named her the 4th most marketable athlete in the world, not just in women's basketball, not just in the WNBA, but in the entire world of sports. That's the kind of impact that transforms games, leagues, and the entire landscape of sports marketing. So, what's next with Clark leading the charge? We're about to witness some major shifts in how the WNBA markets itself. We're talking new sponsorship deals, more primetime games, and a whole new level of mainstream attention for women's basketball.
Jordan with 2 seconds to go, puts it up and scores at the buzzer. Michael Jordan. Looking, here's Clark. She fires and goes. She hits.
But hold on, because this story isn't all slam dunks and celebrations. As Clark's star rises, not everyone in the league is cheering. Some WNBA veterans are watching this superstar sensation with gritted teeth and clenched fists. And that's where things start to get complicated. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we'd appreciate you. Now, back to the action.
The idea of some players being jealous, yes, that probably exists. Okay. To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is before you step foot in the pros?
Picture this, a freshman taking the league by storm, breaking 62 records and captivating fans. Sounds like a dream come true for the WNBA, right? Well, not everyone's cheering from the sidelines. As Caitlin Clark's star continues to rise, some veteran players are feeling the heat, and not in a good way. Let's be real for a second. The WNBA has been fighting for respect and recognition for years. These players have put in the blood, sweat, and tears to build something special. Then along comes Clark, and suddenly it feels like she's broken all the rules for one simple reason. She's got game.
And what a lot of people weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the game on this young white sister of ours. She can ball. And oh, by the way, she was a great ambassador for the game. And by the way, she came in there and looked out for everybody else. For 22 years, they couldn't get chartered flights. That sister got there and it was done in 2 weeks. That's who Caitlin Clark is.
Now, we're not just talking about a few grumbles here and there. We're seeing some serious unrest. On the court, there's hostility during games. Some players are going after Clark with an intensity that goes beyond normal competition. It's like they're trying to send a message. You might be the new kid on the block, but this is our house. They're making it clear that Clark's rise is challenging the established order, and they're not ready to hand over the spotlight just yet.
They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they got to be drama because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they got to be drama because they're jealous.
Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, some players are getting dramatic because of jealousy. But why all this tension? Well, it's complicated. On one hand, you've got Clark's massive endorsement deals and instant popularity. On the other, you've got WNBA veterans who've been grinding for years with a fraction of the recognition. This is creating a divide that's hard to ignore. Charles Barkley, never one to mince words, called out this behavior, pointing out the underlying issues and the frustration that comes with seeing a new star rise so quickly while others feel overlooked.
These ladies, and I'm a WNBA fan, they cannot have this Caitlin Clark thing up any worse if they tried.
Hard to hear maybe, but it hits on a truth that's tough to swallow for some. The reality is Clark's success is shining a spotlight on long-standing issues in the league. We're talking about salary disparities, limited marketing opportunities, and the ongoing struggle for mainstream attention. Clark's rookie salary is a modest $76,500 for the season, but her total earnings are over $11 million for the year, mainly thanks to endorsements. That kind of gap is bound to cause friction, especially when it highlights the disparities that veteran players have faced for years.
So she spoke out against that. She got people paid. She got better travel arrangements. She increased the ratings and the revenue, which obviously the WNBA benefited exponentially because now you got a $200 million deal. All of these things being considered, you damn right. It is appropriate that she got Athlete of the Year. She is special. And she's coming.
A little girl wants to grow up and play in a league where you're targeted like that. How do you sit here and profess and demand that everyone take women's sports seriously when you can't even take it seriously enough to not act like a junior high queen on the court? It's stupid. That's so dumb. It looks like a soap opera.